you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Hey everyone, this is your boy once again, RKO2582, aka Your Wrestling Otaku, and aka the AJ Lee Fanboy, back to do another video, and finally, yes, everyone, I am finally going to give my personal thoughts, along opinions, in this subject matter that's pretty much really debated within the wrestling community, IWC, YWC, whatever. It's should The Rock win the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble? I'm going to give, like I said before, my thoughts and opinions. I'm going to try to look from like people, the majority pretty much saying no, they don't want to see The Rock win the title, and like myself and maybe like the minority who want to say yes, I want to see The Rock win the title. So let's not waste any time to get this video underway. So earlier this year, of course, after The Rock finally beats John Cena at WrestleMania 28, so The Rock after WrestleMania 28 live still in his hometown of Miami, Florida, The Rock doing his usual stuff, but he said it was only the beginning for him. He makes the announcement. Of course, we all know he says it like this, and I'm going to break it down. Watch this. The jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, one vision in mind, don't need no revamping. The Rock's gonna be WWE Champion. And when I heard that announcement, I marked out. I was like, what? Is he really going for the WWE title? I mean, as awesome as that was, at the same time, I was like, I'm not sure, Rock. I don't know. I mean, I was like at a crossroad with this. I was like in between. I wasn't sure yet. I mean, and as the months went by, thinking about it, and then, of course, we fast forward to Raw 1000, where The Rock once again returns and announces where he was going to, he's going to get his WWE title shot. And when he said the Royal Rumble, I was thinking like maybe he was going to take part in the Rumble match, but instead he said, I'm going to face whoever the WWE Champion is going into that event, and they're going to go one-on-one with the Great One himself. And CM Punk, who is still WWE Champion, still is right now, and I know like before the Raw 1000 ended, CM Punk turned heel in the process and giving The Rock the GTS, in which I have called it the GTS of CM Punk's career. And pretty much foreshadowing this matchup at the Royal Rumble. Pretty much it's like the stars were starting to align with this. Alright, let's get on with pretty much the majority people who saying, no, I don't want to see The Rock win the title. Alright, and I can see there are a few points. One, they're saying like, they think The Rock doesn't deserve it. They think that some part-timer can come in and win the strap. And they think, oh, you know, The Rock with his busy schedule as it is, I mean, it's ridiculous. Saying that he can't make the dates, and they think it's a slap in the face to the current talent in the locker room. And some think that, like, whenever they see The Rock nowadays, they, in words of Punk, all they see is Dwayne, trying to act like The Rock and other stuff. But here is where my side, the yes side, that I'm in the minority, but I don't care. Here's why I want The Rock to be WWE Champion. One, I think it'll help the ratings with WWE nowadays, because, I mean, let's face it, Raw as of late has been in the 2.5s, and it's stale. I mean, you'll be lying to say Raw is not stale. It is. I mean, you could say it started after Raw 1000, or better yet, after SummerSlam. WWE just started to just being stagnant. Like I said, stale before, just like in a flat line. They're just like on cruise control, as you could say. And I think this would help WWE out tons. And also, I said this to many of my friends who are pretty much saying no to The Rock winning the. I said it's gonna bring some life into the WWE. You can't tell me that you want to bring some life in WWE, and I think this is the way to go. And of course, being the huge wrestling fan that I am, it'll be like reliving my childhood once again. I mean, I grew up loving The Rock's WWE champion. He's one of my personal favorite WWE champions, along with him, Stone Cold, even currently CM Punk, among others. It's just, I mean, and I haven't heard people bring up, this is what Hulk Hogan did back in 2002 when he won the strap one more time, due to the fans, wanting to see that. I mean, I'll admit, looking at that now, I kind of wish they went about a different way, and you could kind of say Hulk Hogan snubbed Triple H, because Triple H at the time was coming back. He won the Rumble, and he finally won the Undisputed title. And then all of a sudden, Hulk Hogan takes it from him and stuff. But at the same time, it was still a shocking moment, a good moment, because you really didn't think Hogan would pull it off, but he did. And he held the belt for a month until Taker beat him. But anyways, yeah, those are my yes side reasons, and along with the other side, the no reasons. And before I get to the updates, I need to talk about this article here. I read this article, and it has some good top 5 reasons that The Rock should win the W title. So let's get those reasons out of the way. Alright, number 5 in the article I read from the Bleacher Report. Yeah, and the link will be in the description box if you want to check it out. Alright, number 5 reason that The Rock should win the WWE title is that it would bring shock value. I mean, I know what you're saying. Well, the wrestling fans, like the smart ones in the community, are pretty much pegged on like The Rock's gonna win the strap. I mean, you could kind of say I'm like that, but at the same time, I'm hoping it happens, because the casual wrestling fans, they're not sure if it's gonna happen or not. They're still in between on that. And let's not forget, The Rock has not been WWE champion since August of 2002, after he lost the belt to Brock Lesnar, and he hasn't gone after the belt since. And it's a long time. And I think that would, I mean, bring shock value, and it will, because normally you would think part-timers and all that stuff don't win, but like I said before, Hogan did it. I mean, if Hogan did it, why not The Rock? I don't see why not. And now on to number 4. Number 4 on why The Rock should win the WWE title is because, The Rock's skills itself, man. I mean, to me, he can still talk. I know a lot of people get on him for his 20-minute, 15-minute promos. I mean, I'll be honest. I would rather hear 20 than what you get nowadays, because sometimes it makes me wonder, why am I still watching this? With The Rock, it's entertaining as hell. I mean, and he can still, along with his good mic skills and all, I mean, he can still have a great match. I mean, I know people have mixed opinions on the Rock John Cena match, because some people thought it was boring and overrated as hell. And for me, I mean, it was one of my top feuds of this year, if not the top feud for 2012 for me. For me, I knew going in, it was not going to be like The Rock Hogan. Let's get that straight. Even though they were trying to make it like it was, but you knew they can't top it. They can't. But for what it was a good match for me, and I really got invested too. And I thought it told a good story, for what it was. And I was invested all the way through, even up to the Fine Rock Bottom 1, 2, 3, and I marked out like a fanboy at school, and I liked it. And so and who doesn't want to see The Rock lay the smack down on Candy Acid? Who doesn't want to see that? That's the question. And now on to number 3. Number 3. unpredictability. Like I said previous, like they think all the smart fans know using the parts has no chance of winning the big matches. Like for example, we thought with The Rock and John Cena going into this year's WrestleMania, it was 50-50. You really didn't know who was going to come out on top, and who came out on top? Of course, The Rock. And I mean, let's think about this. If The Rock does beat Punk at the Royal Rumble, the glass ceiling of the part timers having no chance winning the big matches will shatter. It'll shatter. I mean, it just like and not only that, it'll help pay-per-view buy rates. I mean, think about it. Other than Rock, you could probably see yourself thinking Trips might win the strap, even though he's a part timer now. Taker or Brock Lesnar himself. I mean, it's almost not impossible for those other three guys among the Rock to win the WWE title, even though they're part time. And you know their title reign is gonna be probably short, but at the same time, it'll make their title match unpredictable because it could be like their last, time being champion because you really think they're not retaining the title. So who doesn't want to feel that way going into a title match? And now on to number 2 on the list. Alright, number 2. It'll get a lot of mainstream media attention. Of course, WWE nowadays want to get as mainstream as possible, but what better way to get huge mainstream attention along free publicity on top of that with The Rock? Of course, his movie G.I. Joe Retaliation coming up in March, and would you not like to see The Rock have the most important title in all of WWE, the WWE Championship itself, walking down on the red carpet, giving all the free publicity and all the other shows he's going to be on, like Jay Leno, Conan, Jimmy Fallon, all that type of stuff? Vince has been wanting that for years. And, I don't see what the problem is with that. It'll get, people want to, even non-wrestling fans want to see what's going on with The Rock. I know him being champion, they'll probably want to see what he's going to do next and stuff. CM Punk, even though he's double champion, he's starting to get the mainstream attention. He's slowly, but still, people, they still put John Cena ahead of him, even though he's the champ, which sucks, but I call like I see it, But, like I said before, it'll give them a lot of mainstream attention in a good way, too, which the company also needs at this very moment. And now, without further ado, the number 1 reason why The Rock should win the WWE title. Alright, the number 1 reason The Rock should win the WWE title is, of course, the huge buy rate for WrestleMania 29. I know, yes, because let's not forget, this past WrestleMania, for WrestleMania 28, his match with John Cena, the hype, everything, whether you thought the hype was overrated or not, but you still knew it had a huge buy rate for the event. It had and it made the biggest pay-per-view, in WWE history for buy rates wise. Wouldn't you like to see that again for WrestleMania 29, get them huge buy rates? Isn't that what the business is all about, making the money, It's just, I know, and I would like that. Hey, it's just and who knows who he would face at WrestleMania 29. He could face Punk, rematch for the title, which I want to see. Maybe a possibility Lesnar. You ever think about that? Who knows? And of course, the match that pretty much no one wants to see again. Well, almost everyone. Him and John Cena too. But this time, it'll be for the strap, and we pretty much know going in that maybe John Cena's gonna get his win back and win the strap from The Rock and stuff. But don't forget, after the updates I've read, The Rock has booked them for many Raws from the Rumble going into WrestleMania, and along the fact this recent one with him going to be at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, and not only that, he's gonna compete in one of the chamber matches. And I, for one, cannot wait for that. I mean, this, and it'll help the pay-per-view buy rates for all those pay-per-views. That's for damn sure. And I mean, it's just you. How can you not want The Rock to win the title? That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, I know people have their opinions of, but all I've been hearing is like, no, I don't want The Rock to win. No, no, no. It's like, but I felt like I wanted to say what I had to say from my heart, saying like why I want The Rock to win the title. And my final thoughts in this video, I mean, if Punk beats The Rock, I will not complain because I love Punk, man. I'm a huge Punk fan. He's one of my current favorites right now, but of course, you know, Rock is one of my childhood icons, and he's one of my favorites of all time. And I mean, no matter who wins, it's like a win-win situation for me. If Punk beats The Rock, then I'll be damn proud of him. And it'll prove like Punk once again really is the best in the world. If The Rock wins, it'll prove that he still has it once again and then some. And it'll prove I know that he's put over so many people in the past, so I don't see why they don't want him to win the strap. But that's on you. And this is how I'm going to end this video. And my boy, The Rock, take us out.